SGC here, and let's do this comic thing. First time picking up a trade on a new day, actually. The Grand Duke, written by Yan. That's his name, actually. That's his entire name. And, Hugot. Hugot's like a French artist dude. And this is like a dogfight, like World War II, German versus Russian, Romeo Juliet sort of thing. Like, I mean, you got your Romeo on the German side and you got your Juliet on the Russian side. And the art is pretty much why I dig this. Like, it's pretty awesome for sure. And dogfights are cool. Some of the art there. I don't know, I like the style. Especially the dogfighting is pretty intense. And yeah, I enjoyed this book. Really loving how all these European guys are pretty crazy, and I wish I could get more of their stuff. Yeah. Cyborg 009, Marcus Toe art, and it's a remake of the original, so it's like a Western version. It's like the first issue, and the trade comes out in the summer, and I can't wait for the trade because it looks really good, and it's just a westernized version of like some classic that I would actually maybe will check out. Storyline of these robots, sort of like cyborgs that like are, I guess, like conscious of their existence, so they don't really follow rules, and they try to survive while the creators want to snuff them out. Winter Soldier, now there's like an origin of the Tesla girl, and art is normal art. Really, I enjoyed the art for Winter Soldier, and this is the second last issue. One more issue and Winter Soldier will end, and they'll probably bring him back before Captain America Winter Soldier for next year. So another Marvel Now probably will end up here, because I mean, it's really just, this is pretty much the last arc, because there's nothing else to talk about except closing this arc down, and one more issue to go. World's Finest, Power Girl. She got her suit on in Supergirl whatever issue, so that was sort of like too bad, so sad sort of thing. I wish she donned her suit in her actual comic herself instead of some random like Supergirl issue. Though I'm happy that the boob window has returned. This issue has 3 artists, so not really keen on like the whole change of style throughout the entire issue. I mean, if these were like sort of different stories, then it would have been better, but they're sort of interconnected, so yeah, not so big of a fan of a 3-artist team on one issue. Fairest, new artist team, Sadowski and Jimenez, and it's going somewhere. As in the return of the Maharaja. It was a pretty good issue of like a woman just trekking out and then that wolf guy fights. Those were kind of cool. I mean, this characterization of like the wolf and just her sort of changing her ways and like, oh, I don't trust you, now I do. Though the font for the dialogue is really, I don't know. I mean, it's sort of portraying like an Indian, Middle Eastern, like maybe accent, but it's, I don't like the font, so that's pretty much it. And yeah, I can't wait for the next issue, because it's like, there's Prince Charming in this, so that's where they're gonna go with that now. Polarity issue number 2, crazy awesome issue, because it's just him going off his meds and just embracing his super bipolarity, hence polarity. Interesting how he's actually having superpowers now due to his bipolar disorder or whatever. I don't know what the political correct term for that is, but it's cool to see him branching out and just doing really crazy things with his disorder, and totally enjoyed this issue and can't wait for the next one. Snapshot, last issue, things are done. And then we figure out that the guy who's doing all the killing is actually really trying to be a good guy, but now he has to clear up some ends. And yeah, this 4-issue thing was okay, I guess. It just revolved around a cell phone and a bigger conspiracy. I guess the chase could have been longer. Like, I wouldn't have mind if this entire series was probably like 8 issues, or maybe 6. Just 4 felt very short, so oh well. All new X-Men. Crazy art. I just enjoy the art. Despite the artist changes, I just like who they put on the books. Jean Grey is pretty much now adapting to her powers, and she really needs to know how to use them properly so that people won't think she's the already Phoenix-induced Jean Grey. And seeing how that Angel left the group from Uncanny X-Men is like, I don't know how I feel about that, because like in Uncanny X-Men, the first page already shows you the ending of issue 10 for all new X-Men, and the fact that we had to wait another month for 11, and again a rehash of, oh yeah, Angel left us, was kind of like a waste of time. Like, but now that seeing Uncanny X-Men is sort of branching pretty far away from all new X-Men, it's like, okay, I'm glad I stuck with all new X-Men and not like bought both issues or both titles. So all new X-Men, good stuff. Legends of Dark Knight, Tradmore, another European artist that I love. And now this time it's just Batman being Batman. In the first one where Moore draws this, it's like about this like wooden guy that kills people, and then they have wooden stuff left behind. And the second story, it's about this like crazy monster thing, and it's pretty much Batman doing the thing that he's best at, detectiving. As usual, Legend of the Dark Knight, good stuff. 2 stories this time, so that's good. Hawkeye, different artists with Frank Cavilla. Now we know what happened to the dude, and it's different artists, change. Sort of the style is there, but you know it's different. It's unlike the other guy that replaced Aja for like 1 or 2 issues. Like his style really mirrored Aja, but here it's like reminiscing of Aja's art. But now that we know the story of like the killer, it's like, okay, now there's a bigger arc. And I can't wait to see where Hawkeye's gonna go now. Because I mean, are they gonna try to fool out like being, I don't know, like Clint, like gonna figure it out, or will he have to don Hawkeye to figure things out? Because we haven't seen Hawkeye actually, really, in Hawkeye. Superior Spider-Man, man oh man, number 9 really did change things. With Peter Parker supposedly actually gone now, which I'd really doubt because he's gonna come back. But I'm totally digging it. I mean, the fact that everyone thought that he's gonna come back this way from issue 1 to 8, now that 9 sets the foot down as a no, he's not coming back that way, but somehow maybe in 10, 11, 12 that something sets up that Peter Parker is somewhere. And like, I don't get why people are raving. I mean, with Superior Spider-Man in the beginning, I already digged it because it was a different thing, different status quo. I mean, what's the point of hearing Parker going Parker all the time? I think this is a chance to actually see Peter Parker as who he is, as he could be so much more effective as Spider-Man if only he could have, like, you know, do what Doc Ock is doing, but not as ruthless as Doc Ock. And I think that's a pretty cool way of just exploring the character of what he's lacking without actually, like, seeing it from, like, a third person or making him actually experience these things. And I enjoyed it. And that is all for this week's comics. Sort of late again. Oh well. Free Comic Day is this week, and there will be a video on that too. So wait for that. I hope you checked out your local comic stores and just support them. Anyway, that is all for this week's comics. RX Comics is the place to get your comics. Address is always in the description. I liked my comics. You liked yours. Hopefully, anyway, because you paid for them like I did. Anyway, that is all. Comics out.